Waiting for what, buddy? Dust off the old controller. Right. We're back. Another stream. Another day, another stream. AKA another week, another stream. AKA take a week off cause on holiday. But we're back. Either way, we're back. We're here. We're ready to go. Aiden got smoked at Parlour. Well, I wasn't there, so sure. Anyway, server is up. It is literally my name. Password is MX, all lowercase. I am loading into the server myself now. Basically, the plan is to literally do one race around Parlour, one race around Hanged. Well, it's this year's Parlour, I should say. And then we go back to last year's. So we're literally doing a race on each, basically. And we'll get through as many as we can, basically. Gonna try and do EU this week, as you only played Parlour for 30 minutes for qualified for NA last week. And you ran a 203. That'd put you P18 is a P65 that you got NA now. Poor Dayton Brigson didn't quali. No, I was on me Ollie Bobs. I was not even home the day Parlour was on. Apparently I'm getting an encoding error, but I'm literally not even in a game, so I don't really know how I'm getting an encoding error, but we'll have to see how that works when we get in the server. If not, I'll have to lower the bitrate a little bit. If you are getting track mismatch, it's because they updated the track yesterday, I believe, and they changed a few things around. So if you do get track mismatch, just go and re-download the track again. Holiday was good. It was nice and relaxing. Went to see family in France. And yeah, it was nice. Weather was alright. A few days of rain, but not too bad. Not too bad at all. Nice and relaxing. And then straight back on it as soon as we got home, basically. Yes, Honda, as soon as we get in the server, I'll put it to the main screen. Actually, I'll tell you what, I could put it to the screen now. I don't know if you guys will be able to see my loan in screen, but it's a render that Farsight made. I don't know if it will change to it or not. I don't know. I think I have to click on the screen for it to come up. I don't know. It might just magically pop up in a minute. I went to France, Joe, to see family. Let me click on the screen. It should come up. Hopefully we get to it before we get in the server. But it's cool. It looks quite nice. Ah, we got in too quick before the server gone. I take it like Game Catcher is just gonna pop up. I haven't streamed since I'd done the SMX stream, the commentating stream. So I'm hoping everything's good. I had to like remove a lot of stuff and take a lot of stuff off. Why is the game not coming on though? I think you guys can hear the game. Okay. I guess Game Catcher doesn't work today. Specific window. What if I just manually put it to its works instead of trying to make it auto catch it? Is this gonna work? Hello? Hello, Game Capture? Hello? Okay. Hello, Game Capture. Why is the game not coming up on the screen? Thing is, I can put display capture on, but then it doesn't have the oh, do I need to do this? No, because it goes no. Why is it not working? Let me just add game capture again. If it comes to it, I'm just gonna have to run what's it called? Display capture. It just isn't brightened up. So it just makes the game look very dull. I really don't know why it isn't coming up. I've never had an issue where it's not come up on Game Catcher before. W start to the stream. Welcome back to streaming, guys. Welcome back to an ANMXB stream where the Game Capture doesn't work. Right. Let me do this. And then I'm just going to have to do this quickly. Let me know if it is too bad. You have to do this. Manually do it myself. Just manually put all this up a little bit. That look alright? Brightened up enough? Oh well, should be alright. Nope. If this doesn't work either, this game's cooked. been so long the stream stopped working. It has. Why is it just a black screen for no reason? Click back on the game again with game capture on this time. So I guess game capture doesn't even work, and neither does display capture. I love OBS so much. It's actually really fun. It's gonna have to hope it picks it up. Even if I manually select MX Bikes, it doesn't even come up either. I love streaming this game. MX Bikes. Everything's literally the same as what it's been. I've never changed any of this. All this works the same. I just don't understand why this screen doesn't work. Why is the password now 4K? Oh no, that's the wrong one. I don't really understand why game capture is deciding to not work today. Okay, I'm just going to delete it and try and get it again. I really don't know what's going on there. Fit to screen. Is it because it wasn't on the screen properly? Does this fix the problem? Just kind of give it a second to catch up. The controllers come on. Even the controller overlay was a bit delayed. Okay, so I guess the stream is cooked. Why is game capture not working? I can try to just leave it on for a minute and see if it just magically pops up, but I really don't know why it's decided to not work. So display capture works when I'm tabbed out, but as soon as I tab into the game, display capture then doesn't work. And then game capture now just doesn't work at all either. Oh, I love streaming this game. It's such a good game. Even when I literally manually tell it to stream MX Bikes, it still doesn't come up. Turn the game down a little bit. Okay, I can do it. That's actually a good idea, because I did turn my game up, because my game was quite quiet when I was playing the other day, so I turned it up. So yes, I suppose the levels are different now. That should be good. I don't really know what's going on with this though. I've literally removed it and put it back again. Again, all these work. Why does all this capture the game? But yes, I know, fellow folder. Don't really know why it's deciding to not put my game up. What's this one on? So ignore all the password and all that. This is the YouTube screen for when I used to record on OBS. Yeah, every other screen works other than the gameplay screen, Honda. So any like watch party one, desktop one, all of that works, other than the one I'm trying to use, which is the live streaming one. No, even the YouTube one doesn't work. Am I able to restart OBS, or is that going to end the stream? Yeah, I'm just changing the screens around at the minute. Yeah, does it let me... Will I be able to, like, close OBS and load it up again? You know what? Fuck it. If the stream stop... Right. Are we back, or are we not? Are we back? We might be back. Let me know if we're back, guys. Let me know if we're back. We may be back. We're hopefully back. Are we back at bee's knees, or are we still gone? Are we back? Are we back? Are we working? Are we here? Are we alive? Are we back? We may be in business now. Okay, right. I think the issue was because I had... Watch my game crash now. Fucking game. Oh my god, I hate this game. I get the stream sorted and my game crashes. Right. No game sound. Can you guys hear me? Or not? You guys should be able to hear me. It says the mic's working fine. You can't hear me or the game. What do you mean you can't hear me or the game? You guys can't hear me. Can you hear me, Ricardo? Because I'm watching the mic level. It says I'm speaking. I'm now loading the game back up again because the game decided to crash the minute I get the stream sorted. The game then stops working. Right. Okay. So everyone blame Honda. Honda's just made me check it 9 times. Right. We should be good now. It's taking me like 5 or 6 minutes just to get the stream running again. Right, we should be good now. I'm loading back into the server again because my game decided to crash. I think it's because I tabbed out about 20 times. Normally when I tab out loads, the game either gets all framey or it'll just give up. Which I think is what happened because I sat there tabbed out for like 10 minutes. Right, I think we should be good now. Just pretend none of that before happened. We should be all good now. We should be ready to go. Right, hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new stream. Thank you everyone that has just joined. We've totally been here for about 2 minutes. Welcome everyone. Right, we should be good now. Hop into the server, boys. Server's AidenMXB, password's MX, all lowercase, as you can see down below, password. We should be good now. I need to try and get the mic arm off the screen, basically, but still to the point where you guys can hear me. I don't know the mic levels are going to be like, but is that fine? You guys should still be able to hear me. How'd you say we're back and then it went silent? Okay, Honda, I'll let you off. I'll let you off as you have the #1 crown next to you, so you've been in the longest. I'll let you off. I need to lower the camera so I can represent the old SPX hoodie. SPXperformance.com, everybody. Go and get your setups now. And you can see my wheel down there as well. I didn't even realise that I was on Kamaruski, but you can see my wheel down there. Right. We should be able to play the game now. I don't think I need to touch anything else. Don't stream for 2 weeks and I have to literally reset everything. But for some reason I had 2 OBSs run at the same time. I think that is because I got impatient because I was running a little bit late and I was trying to get a stream up for 1/4 and I think I literally clicked OBS. I think I clicked OBS twice, which made it open twice instead of just, you know, overriding one or the other. It decided to just open 2 at the same time. So when I closed one, I task managed one and there was another one open still, which had the game capture on. So I think that one was using the game capture. Right. We should hopefully be all good now. But yeah, we're going to run about 10 minutes of practice or so in here. Maybe run the clock down to 0. And then we're going to do 1 race around here, literally on 3 laps. And then it doesn't have the overjump thing on because I feel like not everyone wants to use that. But if people want to use it as practice for Friday, then I can always throw it back on again because I had a coaching session today and they didn't want to run it obviously, so it's off. But if you guys want it on, we can. We should be good, George. Do I need to lower anything else again, or is the bike still loud? Because I've upped my game volume, so I may have to change some settings around. So if the bike is still overpowering me, if I just rev it, if the bike is still overpowering me, let me know. I'll turn the bike down a bit more. How many hours do I have? 4,400? I think? 4,400? Tell you what. Just to make. I'll turn it down a tad more. Right, this should be good. There, we should be good now. It's about half the mic or so. When I'm revving it, it's about half the bar on the mic. So you should be able to hear me pretty perfectly. We should be good. We should be all Gucci. Why are you blacklisted? I don't know. I don't have anyone. I think I have 1 person blacklisted on my entire server. So if you happen to be that guy, then it may be you. But I don't recognize your name, so I don't think it was you. But yeah, like I said, I think I literally have 1 person that's blacklisted from my server. That's it. Right. Just want to run a few laps because, by the way, I'm terrible around this track. I think not racing it has made me just not be as good as other people on this track because everyone else has had like a quali and 2 races around here, or if they're NA, they've done like 5 hours of hot lapping. I feel so bad around Parla. I don't know why. P versus Pro Tracks equals F. Well, we're going to the 25 ones after this, which are a little bit easier than this Parla. So you could always join some of the others. We're going to Hangtown after this, last year's Hangtown, which is probably one of the easier national tracks, so you'd probably be absolutely fine around that, I would have thought. What kind of HUD do I use? I use the MXB PR3 thingy by Thomas. I don't actually remember what it's called, but the like new HUD by Thomas is why you run at the minute. I don't actually know if we're still on 9 members. I don't actually know how many members I'm on. That's just from before, but I'm pretty sure we're on... I think we're on 9. Pretty sure we're on 9. Should still be right. Seem to have forgotten your lack of skills. No, you'll be alright. We've had coaching sessions, but you're basically just a goat at this game now, because just one coaching session in this game makes you the goat, so... You'll be fine. Come have some fun. I know you said you haven't played much often, but come have some fun. No better way to play than with a load of bros. Nothing will help you get better at the game more than playing with a load of the fastest guys in the game. Jake has a 202 straight away, so Jake's barking. I think that's Jake. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I am running like a wrist brace thing, but it's just, I don't know why. I just kind of fancy running like a different mod to change things up a little bit. No idea why. I just fancy changing up a little bit. Have a look at something different on the cockpit. I feel like I've got quite bored of my cockpit. Change things up a little bit. Very random, but no idea what that time is, but I seem to have got around the... Never speak when you're just doing a lap. I swear, whenever it's like, oh, this is a decent lap, or oh, I was riding right there, you just crash instantly. I think that may have been an okay time. Not a good time, but just as like a warm-up lap, I think that could have been fine. Who does my models? VGR models do all of my models and all the Element team models, team that I run. Oh. Jacob blames Zach, you can blame your wrists. Yeah, I don't even know why I'm running it. I just sort of fancy putting something different on. But like no one really runs it, or I don't know. It's just something different, I think. But we'll get a race going. I'll literally finish the lap because we had a few people join in. So if you are wanting to jump in, you've got about, I don't know, 3 minutes or so to jump in, and then we are going to get the first race going around here. So hop in now, gamers, if you want to get a race around here. Because like I said, we're only going to do one race around here. I think literally one race and just try to rotate the national tracks. Because I haven't done parlour, so this is basically my outdoor practice. Was not on that jump properly. Oh. Who does my graphics? My graphics are done by Farsign Designs. Farsign Designs do all my graphics. I have a full showcase on everything coming out on, what is it, Tuesday? Yeah, Wednesday. So tomorrow's video is basically just showing you all of the gear that we're running, this bike, and basically going in depth of pretty much everything that we're doing for the 26 season, goals of the season, the plan for everything, and yes, that's tomorrow's video. And then Friday is an enduro race I decided to do last night for a little bit of fun and to get a video of it, because I didn't really have any like video ideas, to be honest. Thank you Only Bikes for subscribing, muchly appreciated, W name. Yeah, I didn't really know what to do for a video. I didn't really want to do another track review because I know they're not the most entertaining videos in the world. Thank you, Corrible Hunt. Very interesting name as well. When a UK track's coming out, I believe the series got delayed by another week. So I believe it starts on the 22nd of this month, 22nd of June. So 22nd of June, I'm assuming they'll come out like 30 minutes before the qualifying. So 22nd of June, UK time, evening, like 7:30 UK time. Never mind, it's on 2026. Yeah, this is the only 2026 one, obviously. And then we're going to all the 25 ones last year. Shouldn't go out, you've lost your membership. You've lost your membership. Better get that back then, pal. I'm sure you, yeah, I was going to say, I'm sure you were. Maybe I didn't really know. Better get that back, Honda. Make sure to click the tier 3 one this time, though, yeah? Just make sure to click on that one, yeah? I have one tier 3, which is Marco, so shout out Marco. I don't know if he's here, but you're on like 6-7 months. I generally think, I'm pretty sure if you just renew it again now, I think it does just give you your months back. I'm pretty sure you have like a month to get it back again before you lose anything. Password is MX, all lowercase. What tracks are they? Is complete replicas of the British tracks. So your Ling, your Hawkstone, Preston Docks, Landrake, all them kind of tracks. All replicas of them. But it looks fresh. It does indeed. Thank you very much. Very, very fresh bike. Fast iron definitely cooked on this bike. First time in the live and never catch them. Well, W, I tried to do them a bit later on in the evening so it can cater for some NA guys, but I know it's still quite early for NA. And I don't know what time it would be for like Aussies. I think it's probably very, very early in the morning, I think, for Aussie time. Love the KTM SWAT, very good looking. It is very, very nice. We were between Honda or KTM, and the Honda supposedly wasn't going to be ready by Parla, so we decided to take the safe route and go with KTM, and then I think SMX were going to go on Honda. But I'm kind of glad that we didn't go Honda, because I think with the new Honda model that has come out in real life, a lot of people are on Honda. I think SPX is on a Honda model. I think Black Rifle Co. are on a Honda model. I've seen a lot of people on the 27 Honda. So I'm kind of glad we haven't gone Honda, because I think that's literally what pretty much everyone else has gone. Had a new card come out, so I'll update my details on YouTube. It's all like, okay, yeah, fair enough. Okie dokie. Yeah, it should be good. I'm pretty sure as soon as you get it, like, buy it back, it should be fine. I don't think you'll lose your months or anything. I'm pretty sure it gives you that month to get it back. Using the VC when that take combo was happening. Okay. Oh my holy track re-entry. I saw him coming from a mile away and I still couldn't brake in time. A lot of people, if you are getting track mismatch, just re-download the track because it was updated. So I know a lot of you are probably going to get track mismatch because it was updated yesterday, I believe. That's the KTM who started sending pics of the Honda. Yeah, I mean, it is hard to... what's it called? Sometimes you do have to mention things a few times just because Vinny, who does the stuff at VGO, is Brazilian. So there is that, like, small bit of language barrier sometimes between them. Oh my god, where has he come from? It's an Element Rider. Strange. Yeah, there is that, like, language barrier between them. Between us, so you have to kind of explain stuff very simply to him. I think we ended up going, I think Jake literally sent like, what was it, like an orange emoji, yes, and a red emoji, no. He went, oh, you want KTM then? Yes. We basically had to send him like a picture. We want this, we don't want this. Oh, okay. So it is hard sometimes with the language barrier, but we've not really had any issues with it, to be honest. It's all good. We got the model in the end. We've got everything in time, so no problemo from our side. I don't know what model this is. This is a custom model from VGR, so we literally asked for every single little thing that's on here. But I think you can get something similar, like in their KTM section. You can probably get one that's pretty close to this. He done it on the night of the SX final. IRL. Ah, okay. Right, as soon as everybody's synced in, we can get a race going around there. We're going to do one around there, like I said. I'm going to take the hoodie off for the race because I was a bit cold before I got on, but I'm quite warm now. Wait for you. We'll wait for everyone to get synced in. I'll double check that everyone's synced in a minute before we get the race going. But yeah, welcome everyone to the stream. See, we've got about 38 people or so in here, so big W to everyone's in the stream. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Does push the channel out more, so muchly appreciated. See if we can get up the inside of this guy without taking him out, because he's yellow ping, and I think the netcode is still a little bit cooked. Because I haven't done like a proper race. Obviously I did the enduro race, but that had no collisions, so I don't really know how the netcode really is. I've heard a lot of people say that EU on EU is fine, but an EU guy racing an NA guy is like worse now, so I look forward to that on Friday. I don't know what that's going to be like, but... What did they update on the track? I could be wrong here, but I'm pretty sure it was like some SpongeBob collisions and stuff like that. I think there was a lot of issues where the collisions were miles away from them and some were concrete. Something like that, I think it was. I'm pretty sure that was what the update was. He might have even put it on the shop, like what he's updated. I don't actually know. I literally updated it myself this morning. Or this afternoon. But yeah. Don't actually know every single thing that he's changed. Ooh, don't go with the bows. I don't know if this inside or if the outside's quicker there. I don't really know. Kitchen was like 10 foot over from the track, but... Who's testing the track? Right. I can see someone spamming hearts, thank you. I don't really know what that does, but thank you very much to whoever that is spamming them. I think there's like emojis and stuff that you can spam. Right, nice safe lap, just to get a lap on the board. No, I'm on the 450. The old 450. Yeah. I put me up to third. Interesting. Okay. Right, we'll see if everybody's in. We do have 15 people now, which is nice. Interesting name, but we're just waiting for him to join in. So as soon as he's in, we can get a race going. We do have Ollie in here as well. So W Ollie. Ollie's on the 450. I was going to see if I had a bike downloaded, because I know some people are on the KTM, some people are on the Yami. Why has he put a pit space in buggy? Very interesting. Right, as soon as he's in, we'll get a race going. So I do apologise if you haven't played today, Mr. Britain. I know your name isn't Britain because I take it you're saying it about someone, but I'm going to call you Britain, seeing as that's your name in this game. So, oh, never mind. We've got some very interesting names today. All right, we'll wait for everyone to get in. As soon as everyone's synced. I mean, we've pretty much got until the time already, so everyone that has just synced in, you've got 3 minutes to get in, basically. I'm in the line, I'm sorry, I can't do anything. Oh, I think he crashed anyway. I put my hand up letting know I was there, I couldn't really go anywhere. Best I could do was to let you know where I was. Yeah, as soon as everyone's in, we'll get the race going. Our position, yeah. Do you mind if I join? No, not at all. Supporting these servers. Anyone's welcome. New or OG, just come have some fun. Not too stressful. Come do your own thing. Oh, I wasn't sure if I was going to catch my front end on that SpongeBob. Oh, we have jumped off the track. I swear every year on part of that, like, turns a little bit. You have to really remember to jump to the right. Yeah, I don't know if the outside's quicker there or if the inside's quicker. I don't really know what one to do. I've not really spent too much time on this track, purely because I feel so bad on it. Wide open through there. Jesus, nearly wadded myself. Now I'm wheeling. Yeah. What's the HUD called? I think it's like MX... It's like MXP PR3 or something like that. I'm pretty sure if you just type in HUD or go to like UI or something like in the category section, it should come up. It's by Thomas, but I can't remember the exact name. It's got a weird name. Why is everyone switching to Honda? Well, everyone's switching to the Honda model just purely because the 27 Honda model come out, or the 27 Honda come out a few months ago. The GP guys are the ones that have been on it before, but I'm pretty sure all the Americans are now on the 27 Honda. So I think just because it's a new bike, it's just a fresh bike. See if we can get a bit of a better lap on the board, see if we can push a little bit more. Where could you get one? VGR models. They have the 27 Honda. Oh, I wasn't sure if I was going to land in that rock properly or not. We're really trying to downside this, otherwise this triple's pretty big to get over. Try and double away from here. Nice and easy through this section. It's quite a hard section to get right. We're going to start it as soon as everyone's synced in. So pretty much it's going to be when the timer runs out, I think. My FPS is getting worse and worse the more people that join, basically. I could just feel my FPS drop every now and then. Thought it was in fourth then. I don't know why that popped so much. Yes, I do use SPX performance. That didn't count, or was that... Did that lap not count, or am I bugging? Or was that just a little bit quicker? I don't really know. I'm sure the lap didn't change, but I'm sure... I don't see why my lap wouldn't have counted. Let me have a look. Oh, it did. It was just like 0.4 quicker. I've always been quicker than that. That felt a bit quicker than 203. Yes. Thank you, Tim Ricketts Jr. from Ricketts Racing. Thank you very much for the subscription, kind sir. Right, well, as soon as this timer runs out, we are going to go. So, pretty much, you've got until the timer runs out, basically. I think it is literally about to start the race any second, so you haven't got long. The E-Road's on 0.2, I think I put it on to. Jay's got a decent time, 2 flat 0.2. Not a bad time whatsoever. Tried to 360, didn't work. Oh, someone's on my booty hole. Did not see him. So we'll see how I do in this race, but yeah, we got Jake and looks like Miles got a decent time around here as well. Right, let's go then. I'm gonna take this hoodie off. So WSPX, but I'm hot. Do I have time to take the hoodie off? Right. Hui. What do most people run? Twin Wall Fat Bar? I think most people run Fat Bar just because a lot of the real life stuff is all Fat Bar. Do I have time to put it back up? I put it on a hanger and then I hang it up behind me just for that little bit of extra promo, you know? Do I have time to do it? I've got like 19 seconds to get it up. Hui. Okay, should be good. Wait. Extra promo, baby. Not that you can really see anyway, but we'll whack her out there. Oh, we have a jump start anyway. Sick. Let me restart it for him. Let me restart it for him. Restart it. Right. I have a terrible, terrible gate bag. But then again, I didn't race it, so I've not chosen a gate on her. So, understand the bubble, but it is going to be very hard to get a good start here, I think. Like, very hard. Can move the mic up a little bit. Yeah, I've got the, like, Rider Plus gear on, because that's what comes with the wrist brace. It's not actually on mods anymore. So I don't actually know where... I think you can get it from... I got it from Kelso's Discord, because I tried to find it. And I saw a Kelso video saying how to get it now. And I was like, oh, what's this? So he just has a link in his Discord. So I actually joined his Discord, got it, and then left the Discord. But I got the wrist brace. I don't even know why I'm running it really. I just fancied something different. Okay. Oh my god. That's the wrong button. I'm trying to turn the performance screen thing off so I can get a little bit more FPS. Crashed anyway. Well, we've got to fight through the back of we've got to fight through the field now. The thing is, I download all these high quality ones because I'm not racing them, and then most of the time I'll race it on the low quality, and then I'll download the high quality version for Instagram pictures. But then whenever I ride these tracks again, I now have really, really low FPS because the high quality ones just seem to really use a lot of FPS. It's just because I'm streaming. Normally it's not too bad, but streaming does use a lot. Oh my god, I thought I was going to get absolutely cross-jumped to gnarly. Let's whip it in his face. Show him who the alpha is. Right, let's see if we can actually race. Well, Jake's in the lead, so I think Jake's probably won this race. I don't think we're going to be catching Jake, so we can get to this inside here before he does. Cut down between this guy, we're 3 wide. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Realistically, that guy should have checked up a lot. Either there was no reason to jump that far when we were 3 wide. All they had to do is check up. We would have all got through that fine, but he tried to just rail it and launched way too far. Good job we rolled over that berm, because I probably would have ended up putting him over it by accident, but luckily he rolled over himself, so wasn't on me, buddy. Right, we should be, if we're like top 5, 6, maybe we should be good. Oh, God, I hate that. It's such an Hello. Okay, this guy's very aggressive. That little, like, roller thing is so awkward to get right. You have to really come into it a lot slower than you think. 4 seconds of cuts, what lines, bro, taking? I do ride the clutch quite a lot, even on the 450. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I never touch my clutch. I don't think I'd generally be able to ride without my clutch. I use it so much. Just to get the revs back up again. To get out of a tight corner, or just if I need to just give it a bit of oomph coming out of a corner, I just give it a bit of clutch. Where's he landing? Of course. Out of all the track, I managed to hit him, so... God damn it. Well, we've got quite a big gap to the guys in front of us now. I don't know what's the racing line here. I know you normally went to double this, but is the racing line just to roll it? Take it, no one's really doubling that in the race, surely. A few people maybe, but not me. Erode's on point too, but it does look like it does erode quite a bit more than I'm expected to. Just got 17 seconds on me, so we are quite far behind, even though we're literally one lap in. As I was saying about how bad I am around Parlour, I'm not a fan of this track. I don't know why. Nothing against Beakley. I just seem to be very, very bad at it. Bad at track equals I don't like track. It's pretty much how it goes in the Emirates bike scene. If you don't like the track, or if you're bad at the track, you don't like it. So nothing against Beakley. I just never seem to enjoy Parlours. I just never seem to enjoy them. To me, it seems like it's always the experimental round where they overdo a lot of stuff and try new things. Like, they try deeper ruts, they try bigger bumps, they try more ruts, they try more bumps. And then it kind of gets a bit better towards the end. Turn over jump for the next track? I can. I wasn't sure if people wanted to have it on or not, but I can. Because I can do it a practice on it as well, to be fair, to know how far I can jump and stuff. And to know what it's like actually racing it. I'll throw on for the next one. I think I have to... Or can I do it by admin? I don't actually know if I can admin it and do it. I'll have to have a look. Because on the actual MyMXP menu, you have to go into like the hardcore section, and it's quite awkward to find. So they tried to hide it for some reason. So I don't know if I can just change it from admin, or if it's literally just like the testing where it's a little tick box I can click. God, I'm so unbelievably bad around this track. I'd like to blame it on just lack of riding the track compared to other people. It is crazy how much you learn the track just by doing a quali and 2 races around it. A lot of time you'll do quali and you'll hop on the track, you know, the next day for a little bit of fun or something. And then your lap times are just quicker than what your qualifying was without even trying. It is crazy how much you just learn the track. So I'm blaming that on just having a lack of track time. Whether I am just trash now, so because I've had a break, I don't know. But I've changed some settings around and I'm on a new setup. So we are on some new stuff, basically. Well, I say new stuff. I've changed my gain a little bit and my direct lean a little bit. And I'm on a different SPX setup. That's about it. So not major differences, but different to what I was running before holiday. So maybe it's just trying to get used to new setup and some new settings as well, mixed in with a track that I don't enjoy. I definitely need to get used to these tracks. This is how the ruts and bumps and everything are going into Hangtown. But that's why we're here. That's why we're doing this, because it's good practice. Just trying to build that consistency back up again, because when I come back from holiday, I played the game that night, because I got back in the afternoon, and then when everyone jumped on, I was like, I'll jump on as well. Just wanted to try the new update, obviously, and this new track, but oh my god, I've been terrible the last few days. Where's he going? I've not felt good on the game since I've come back from holiday. So I wanted to stream today as well and just do more of these tracks rather than just stick it on a mods track and it's not really practice for anything. It's nice to jump on these tracks with some people and get some races around these tracks, because I need the practice right now. I've felt very, very bad, very, very rusty, and it's only 6 days. I've taken longer than that off the game before, but I don't know if it's just because I was on holiday or because I left after an update, like just before an update technically. Well, it come out the day before I left, I think. Or no, or the morning I left. I can't remember what one. But either way, I didn't play the update before I left the holiday. So I don't know if it's because I've come back on a new update or in my mind because the game was updated even though there's not really any rider changes. Maybe just, I don't know, maybe it's just placebo because I think, you know, I know there's an update. Technically, it's not actually any different, but because my mind tells me there's an update, it feels different. So I don't know. I think it's just my mind. Nothing has changed, obviously, since I've been away. Like, there's not been any bike changes, there's been no, like, traction changes. I haven't changed any settings while I've been away, like, nothing really has changed. So I don't know why I felt so bad. Maybe I've just got to play a bit more, get comfortable in the game again. Just get used to the old game again. It's going to overjump that quite a lot. This is indeed P4 right in front of me. So there's a P4 in the cards here. Was this final lap? I think this was last lap as well, no? Yeah. Okay, let's go for a P4. See if we can push a little bit towards the end. We do have a guy right behind us, so we want to push, but we also don't want to crash. And that is actually a podium right in front of us as well. We've somehow come from like dead last to nearly a podium. I think I'd end up losing it to cuts anyway, but... That is definitely the bit I struggle with the most on this track, is that little roller bit. Well, we nearly come back for a top 3 after that crash in the first corner and a few little mistakes, so not bad. Not a bad race, to be fair. I've had worse races around this track. I think the first race I did around here when I got back from holiday, I was a minute behind Boy. Like a minute and a bit behind Boy in a 4-lap race or something like that. So... yeah, only being 27 behind is not bad considering some of the races that I've had around this track. Right, let's we'll wait for everyone to finish, and I should be able to just change it. This won't restart the server, will it? No. Oh, I can literally just put it on here. Okay, well, we'll wait for everyone to finish first. Where did Ollie get? Ollie P8, not bad. What about fast is that? How far off the pace am I? Oh, it's only P3. I mean, I'm miles off. But I never had any clear track just because I was constantly coming through the field. So I'm fine with that. I'm fine with third fastest that time. Let's just wait for everyone to get done. I won't end it before everyone's finished. What's my name? There we go. The name. So OT Folk. Got Mitko. Got George here as well. Looks like it's close between them two. No. No, apparently he's the... oh no. Yeah, no, it was quite close, but I think George had cuts. Mitko's lost a few positions on that last lap, I think, and I don't know where Twiz has gone, but Twiz is gone somewhere. So I think the last person, A15's been sat there the whole race. I think we're just waiting for Rick. I think Rick is the last person, and then we should be good. So we'll just wait for Rick to finish. I don't know what the race over thing is. I don't know how long he actually has to finish. He might only have like 20 seconds. I don't really know. But we shall wait. I'm gonna put my fan on a little bit more. You guys shouldn't be able to hear it, but... oh, is he run out of fuel? No? No, okay. He's stopped to let me know we can finish, okay. Twiz's lap hasn't counted. Right, well, we're gonna go to... what do they call it? Rancho Cordova. We're going to put the overjump crash on. I'm going to put the E-road up a tad, just because I kind of want it up a little bit. And then we're literally going to do 10-minute practice, 3-lap race. That's the right track, isn't it? Right, okay. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go into this now. We're literally going to do a 10-minute practice, 3-lap race. So if you all want to race this, you've got 10 minutes to jump in. I'm going to take this off, just because I don't know if you guys can tell here. Let me go over to this one. Basically, the gear already has a little sieve thing on it, and then also like the normal one is about its gap, so you have a really big weird gap here, and it's kind of like, I don't really like it. I'm very picky with like gear and stuff, and I don't like that. I don't like that it's like 2 different layers of skin, if you know what I mean. Sorry for absolutely sitting on the uphill beside you on the first lap. You're fine. if you just checked up there and rolled a little bit, we both would have been fine. It's just because with you overjumping it, I had nowhere to go in that situation. Shout out to Kyle as well, who does all my boots. So we've got a bunch of different ones. these are obviously, they're all to match gear sets, so they're not just like random colorways, they all match the gear. And they've all got the AMXB logo on them as well. So this is actually Hangtown's boots, so I'm not going to wear them yet, I'm going to save them. But we're just going to kind of make our way through. We're just going to stick these on. Why not? Just stick the matching boots on. This is the render that I was talking about. Very, very nice render from Farsign. So shout out to Farsign. I'm just going to double check as well while we're loading and see how many members we got. Because like I said, it says 9 from the last stream. I haven't changed it since then. So I just want to see if I've still got 9. Or is it 8? It's 8 or 9. It's one of the two. Oh, it's actually 10. We actually have one more than I thought. I thought we had one less. Never mind. We actually have 10 members. So shout out to all those 10 members out there. I don't know if there's any in the chat. I don't see any green names. Right. I'm on a different setup now. What was I using on Parlor? What was the one that I was using on Parlor? Ah, Ricardo, that's it. W Ricardo. I've forgotten the setup that I was using. I think it was this one, though. Pretty sure it's this. I have too many setups to choose from. I cannot remember what one I'm actually running at what given day. Also, I'm trying the 120 tire. Normally I'm a 110 guy, but since coming back from holiday, because I was really just like all over the place and couldn't do laps, I've kind of wanted a bit more traction. I felt a bit more all over the place with the back end. I felt a bit out of control. So I've thrown the 120 on just to give me a bit more rear end traction. And I went on Lindsay's stream as well. I was like, what tire is Lindsay using? Because I know he's, you know, I think he rides a 120 every now and then. But he did pile on the 120 as well. And he got, I think he got overall second, third. I don't actually remember he got overall. But he did fine with a 120. It wasn't like a hindrance. So we've whacked the 120 on and it's felt alright. So we're just going to stick with it, I think, for now. You do indeed have the sacred blue name. The moderator blue name. I don't mind this track though. It's a pretty damn quick track, obviously, just because it's Hangtown. But it's quite a fun track. The thing is, with doing all these national tracks, there's a lot of people have absolutely grinded them just with them being the national tracks. So you do find a lot of people that you've never heard of, or just people that are really, really quick around these national tracks just because they've had so long to practice them. And they're always on ranked as well, I'm pretty sure. And you know what people are like when they get a track on ranked. God, it's literally like low line mania and hot lap mania on them tracks. So they are played quite a lot. 360. No, I'm trying to do a 360, but back end doesn't want to side round. Oh my god. Kind of forgot how tight that corner was. Tried to hit it really, really quick. That did not work. Thinking about it as well, I also have no idea how long I've been live for now, just purely because of the fact that I had to restart the stream. So, I'm not sure how long I've been live for. Usually the last race on an older free outdoor track. Well, I'm using this as my outdoor practice, so I'm basically just flicking through these national tracks. And it's practice for you lot as well that do want to practice for Friday. So it's a bit of both for me. Practice for me, practice for you. Oh, God. Oh, I was about to say we're alive, but we are not. We did not survive it. Yeah, we've got 5 minutes. We're literally just going to do the 10-minute practice, and then through that race, 10-minute practice for a race. We're just going to try and get through as many checks as we can within, you know, the next 2 hours or so. Should probably go to third gear there. That might help. Crank on over. Let's come down here and restart my time. Might be able to. Yep. I lost a lot of time by doing that, but it's fine. We don't have a good time anyway, so any lap that we finish should be quicker than what we currently have. Oh my god, front end's nearly wadded itself, nearly pulled a Chase Sexton. Oh, just went over that rut that you need to be in to hook up that hill. Did I put the overjump thing on? Or did I just admin it and not do it? I don't think I put the overjump on, I can't lie, lads. I think I may have forgotten to do that. Oh, that's a track re-entry and a half. Toxic! W track re-entry. I was actually on a decent time there. I'll have to put it on for the next one. I don't think I put it on. It's off, damn it. Well, I totally forgot to put it back on again. It's fine. We're only doing one race around it. I'll put it on for the next one. Totally forgot to put it on. My bad, my bad, my bad. It's fine. Everyone gets one more race without it. And then we're going to it for the rest of the races, so good luck. Right, see if we can put a time down. We've got 300 minutes, so we should be able to. Sort of jump into these ruts here. Lean forwards, but lean back a little bit. Hook into this rut. Just gives you something to hold on to then, really. On the brakes into that, sort of trail brake a little bit. Down to second. Someone's disappearing and flickering, so that's not going to be great to be behind when you're on a lap. Please don't rejoin, thank you. Try and get as much power as we can here to get this big quad. It's quite a lot bigger than you may think. That's a tight corner. It's very hard to get that corner good, just how tight it is. Roll over this into the second rut. Hop our way through here. Back end's kicking out everywhere. It's fine, we're up. Okay, and do we should go for next race? We're just going through the tracks in order. So next one after this is Thunder Valley. Don't know how many tracks we're gonna get through. Oh, I've went over the inside rut. That's annoying. That's like half a second gone down the drain. Scrub this up to third. Not too fast here. Got to be somewhat smooth, but somewhat quick at the same time. Okay. Don't know if that lap counted or if that was just... I think it did. It was just a very bad lap around compared to what everyone else is running. Maybe 3 seconds off. Yes, sick. Then again, these aren't real hot laps. We have an MSB Aiden. There is an imposter on us. No, no. There's a very fine line between too quick, too slow, and just outright, like, outrageous. So you gotta find a middle ground of how hard you can push these ruts, but do it to the point where you don't crash, but also do it to the point where it's quick and you're not losing loads of time. Is this the quickest line here to go 2-3-3? Should be, right? If I remember correctly from the actual race, I think that's what we were doing. I don't think the inside was a good line. I can't remember. Oh, yep, so. Because we have no fast, I'll just have his name since like 1 hour. No, you're all good. I don't have his name copyrighted or anything. I can't, maybe we'll change their names. There was an Aiden MXB that was just someone else. It wasn't trying to be me or anything. His name was just Aiden MXB. Again, just another Aiden that put MXB at the end of the name. It's not like, you know, it's not a hard name to, you know, there's going to be others with it. But there was an Aiden MXB going around. But apparently he was just like really, really hazardous. And apparently he was getting banned from race series and stuff just because he was a hazard. Like just getting in the way of people and taking people out. But some people thought it was me and I was getting messages because of him. I don't know where he is now. I haven't heard of him. I haven't seen him in ages. I don't know if he has generally just got banned from the game now. But yeah, apparently there was an Aiden MXB who was just terrorizing my MXB races. No, it's not you. You're obviously MXB Aiden. But there was an Aiden MXB spelt the same as mine as well. People obviously thought it was me, but apparently he was just a massive hazard. I don't know that I'm 3 seconds off. Obviously I haven't got a hot lap, but technically that would just be race pace lap, so my race pace is like 3 seconds off, which is not very good. Right, well, the timer has hit 0, so we'll get a race going in about 1 minute. You've got 180 hours, you're awful. It's all good, everyone. No one spawns in with thousands of hours. It takes loads of time to get good at this game. The thing is, realistically, it doesn't matter how good you are at the game, like whether you are new or so. If you just have awareness, you'll be absolutely fine in races. It's just the lack of awareness that a lot of people struggle with. It doesn't matter if you're rolling every single jump whatsoever. But if you just have a bit of awareness, and if you are being lapped, just roll over and let them by, or, you know, if there's someone on absolute burner that's revving it behind you, just move out of the racing line for a corner. Like, you haven't actually got to be super, super good to be fine in races. If you just have a bit of awareness and common sense, you'll be absolutely fine. Because I've spoken about it to loads of people, but when you watch new people to the game, it's like, I don't think I was like that when I got the game. I'm sure I had like a bit of awareness, unless I was. Maybe when I had like 50 hours, I had a load of pros complaining about me. But from what I remember, I'm pretty sure I was just somewhat fine. I just kind of let everyone do their own thing. If I had someone like this rev bombing me from behind, I'd just move out of the way. Like, they're obviously just trying to go around you. Probably so how that, yeah. You race IRL, so you got the IRL and MXB awareness. Yeah, I mean, even if you ride IRL, you have awareness, but I don't understand why a lot of the time it doesn't carry over to the game. Obviously, there's that like injury factor to it. Obviously, you want to be aware in real life because you have the injury factor to it compared to a game. But yeah, I just wish people brought common sense and a bit of awareness into the game. You can have 4 hours, but if you've got a bit of awareness and common sense, you'll be fine. Got the iRacing LMU awareness? Yeah, exactly. But people carry stuff over into these games from other games. Like David, for example, who's a big iRacing guy. He will literally not do any scumbag lines, or if there's like a little line, for example, Lommel, where you would jump onto the finish line from a rut. So you'd have like a berm here and the finish line would be here, and you'd hop off the berm onto the jump. And that would gain like half a second or so. But David didn't want to do it because you have that like iRacing etiquette, I suppose. We were all telling him to do it. Like, technically, it's not like a cheat line. If everyone else is doing it, you might as well do it. Or at the big line on Turkey, where you've got the big like wall jump and you can launch it after the pit lane bit. Pit lane right-hander, you can launch that big double. David didn't want to do that. But it's like, I get why, because obviously he brings it over from iRacing, but I feel like sometimes you just gotta do them. If there's a line that everyone's doing that gains you time, just do it. You just have to do it. Can you put it to practice so I can join in? Or do you have to wait till the next race? We're just literally flicking through. So unfortunately, if you didn't get in the 10 minutes, just hang around for this 3-lap race. And then we'll move on to the next track. Chat Alliance, exactly. Breezy's wearing Fox boots with FXR. Bye. You spray so small so as to get better? Yeah, exactly. That's literally how you get good at this game, is by playing it and racing it. That's it. Or coaching. There's this coach called Adam, who's a really, really good coach, and he will help you get really, really good at this game. So, there's that as well. Right, see if we can get a good start. Just get a little start practice in. Don't know if it's like, book a coaching session in my... Oh, I forgot I added that. I was about to say who's put that, but then I forgot I added that ages ago. It's an element 1, 2, 3. Oh, Jake. Oh my god, I didn't know where Jake was going. I'm so sorry. I think that might have been my bad. I bumped him because I had no idea where he was going. I thought he was going to follow Breezy to the outside. He never followed him to the outside. This is my first good start in any pub race I've had. In the last, like, week. Got Wes right behind me now. I'm just lacking a bit of confidence because of how bad I've been riding the last few days coming back from holiday. So if I can get like a few wins, like 1 or 2 wins in these races, I know they're like, you know, I was trying to read this. I couldn't read what that said in time. It says something about coaching. I couldn't read it. I read it after this race. But yeah, I'm just lacking confidence because of how bad I've been riding. So if I can get like 1 or 2 wins from these races, I need to just get a little bit of that feeling back where I get a bit of a flow and just feel somewhat comfortable in the game again. I just haven't felt that. What do you say here? You've gotten worse since my coaching. My fault. Bruh. God damn it. Nuh-uh. False information. I'm gonna sue you for defamation. Nuh-uh. Big Adam. Okay, I thought it was something different. Is AU still a team? I don't even know AU was still a team in this game. Obviously I know it's a real life team, but I didn't know it was still a thing in this game. Obviously I may have killed Jake, but I don't know what happened to Breezy. Where did Breezy go? You going for the Honda swap? We're gonna go Honda swap for SMX, I think, is the plan. KTM for outdoors, Honda for SMX, because everyone's gone Honda for outdoors. I don't want to just copy what everyone else is running. So we're gonna go KTM for outdoors, and then we're gonna go Honda for SMX. Don't know who this Wes guy is behind me, but he seems pretty quick. We do have Boy in P3 now, so we'll definitely have to try and get a move on a little bit, try and push a little bit more. Don't fall off the edge of that, please. Thank you. These races are basically just 3-lap sprints. Sprint for 3 laps, and then we go to another track. So if you've got a bad race, you haven't got to sit and have a bad race for 30 minutes. You can literally have a bad race for like 3 laps, and then we change track. So it's a bit of both really. If you get a bad start, it's hard to come through, but then also if you're having like a terrible race, you haven't got to sit here for 30 minutes, just finish out a 3-lap race and then, you know, go to the next track. Next track is round 3, we're just doing them in order, just literally rotating in order. So next track is Thunder Valley. Which, thinking about it, I might skip Thunder Valley. One, I've played it twice already since coming back from holiday, just because I don't know why servers have been on that track a lot. So I've already played it a few times, and also because I've got the high quality version, the FPS on it is terrible. So I might just skip Thunder Valley 2 minutes and go to round, what is it, 4? What's round 4? What is round 4 of outdoors? Yeah, I might skip Thunder Valley just because I've already ridden it a few times. I know it's not a lot of people's favourite track, so maybe we'll just skip it. High Point round 4. I missed that last year. That was the mud race. Do people want to do that? We can do High Point. Yeah, I don't mind the High Point. So yeah, we're going to go to High Point next. So next track, High Point round 4. So if you haven't got it downloaded or whatever, just go and re-download it again if you've deleted it since. Try and get a good flow. And then we've got Boy right behind us who has just made a mistake, which is good. I see Miles a lot in these pub lobbies, and he actually has decent pace, but I just don't see him in the pro races. I don't know if it's just like a situation where he's good at practice and not great in aerial. But like, I feel like he has decent pace in these public lobbies, but then you just won't see him on an aerial night. I don't know if he does qualify or not, but like in a public race, he's normally pretty quick, and he's normally pretty close to the pros, but I just never really see him in an aerial race. Because he's got a triple digit, so I'm assuming he hasn't got like a national number or anything. We do have Boy right in my booty hole. Where is he? Okay. Close the line off. Practice some defending. Cut to the inside, my inside. Just practice some defensive riding. Oh, never mind. Well, there goes that practice and defensive rider. Oh, Boy's crashed as well. Never mind. We might be able to carry on with it. Oh god, we've got Miles now. Who's at Miles in the lead? Jake's caught us up now, though, after me and Boy both just wadded ourselves in the same section. Well, it looks like we've got a 4-way battle on the last lap of the race. Miles has just gone off track as well. Right, we're back in the lead again. Right, we've got to try and hold on to this now. Oh, yep, sick. Suspension just bottomed out. That was very weird. The suspension just bottomed out and springed me back up again. It's probably going to give me cuts, which is a bit annoying. Oh, boy, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I come into that corner way too quick. Sorry, he didn't go down. He didn't lose time because I waited up for him. So we're good. We may continue. Oh, boys hit the SpongeBob. Got Boy and Jake right behind. Probably gonna give me cuts. Yeah, I got a second. We should be good, I think. We should be good. We did a win! It's the first pub lobby where I've not been smoked by 50 seconds. We're getting the groove back. We're getting the flow back a little bit. It's an element podium sweep. Yes, it's a pub lobby, but we'll take it. I don't see Boy's helmet, but then again, pretty sure he's on the 100% model. Right. What are lap times saying? Of course, Breezy has an absolute burner, but finishes 5th, 11 seconds back. Oh, you got Pierre Pollard? Well, I wasn't there, so I suppose I never even watched it. Well, never mind then. I take back that I never see you in aerial. Maybe you just did well with the round holes and that. So you'll probably end up getting a double digit for next year then, I would have thought. Right, we'll wait for everyone to finish. I bet you were just sitting there waiting to finish the race so you could type that while I'm sitting there saying I never see you in aerial. Just sit there listening to me saying that I never see you in an aerial race. I must be aiding on a Husky 250. Yeah, you should do. I think you literally need like 20 points and you get a national number. Obviously, it's not going to be a great national number. It'll be like 90 or something. But I think just to get a double digit, I think honestly like 20, 30 points, you'll be fine. Mr. Ricardo, then, I believe, the only member that's in this race. So, W. Ricardo, P13. You spend a lot of money on PC and still frame drop in every lobby. That's just the game's optimization. It's not great. A lot of pressure you watching me. Sorry, I only watched you for the last corner. Right, let me admin it. Put the overjump crash on. And we're going to go to Mount Morris now. Little bit of Mount Morris time. Obviously, this was made for the rain, which is not in the rain anymore. The thing is, I don't have any other gear sets to choose from. Because we literally have one gear set with all of our new logos. Where are the Super Vent Perp? It doesn't go with the gear whatsoever, but I love these boots. Such a nice colorway. You have 1770 hours. Can't hot lap a crap, so we haven't qualified area. What should I do? It sounds cliche, but genuinely just focus on hot lapping. Don't even focus on like consistency or just racing. Like literally just focus on hot lapping. Even if it's just like a 20-minute timer and just try and put good laps down. Sounds like, yeah, that's what I've been doing, but trust me, the only way to get better at hot lapping is to hot lap. That's why the top guys in the game they're that quick because all they do is hot lap. So they just get used to that like one lap speed. People like Kozak and Hawkey and Cam and Rax and stuff. Well, not Rax so much, I don't think, but Cam and Hawkey and like Kozak and all that, they hot lap so much. They just have that raw speed. Pieces go, you're gonna get 120 FPS on max graphics with a full game. Yeah, that's what I mean. The game, I don't think, is greatly optimized. Thank you, Ria, for subscribing. Muchly appreciated. You ride 250s. You want to get comfortable and not good enough for a 450? Yeah. Focus on 250 before you go 450. There's no point feeling uncomfortable on a 250 and then going to a 450. There's a lot of pros in it. Most of the pros in it are just the Element Boys, I think. Me, Breezy, Boyd, Jake, and then you've got Miles. I believe. That's all the pros you have in it. That was like the top 5 from the last race. So this track is going to be a little bit different just because it was a mud race. So I'm pretty sure the traction is a little bit different to what it normally would be. So if this track feels really weird compared to the last track, I'm pretty sure it has less traction than the other one because it was made for a mud race. It's a very dark track as well. I see a bike. Where's it going to stop? Right in the right line. Shock. So we just get a lap on the board. It's not going to be a great one, but just like a banker. And the overjump is on, so you have to kind of... I really want to get used to how far you can launch stuff, and I don't know, you have to like ride differently, I think, with it. As in, like, you can't just launch stuff to Narnia anymore, you really have to take your time with it now. I'm very interested what this jump is going to be like here, this double, because you do jump, but you land on top. Okay, not too bad, but I feel like if you do case that, you are going to get absolutely bucked over the bars with the overjump. Especially with just Mount Morris being so hilly. Definitely have to see it. Just hide one. Hoi! Big old jump. Okay, terrible lap. Apparently. PB there, apparently. Wasn't Superquest races. Time to race this year. 15 points with only like half their races. Oh, okay, yeah, maybe I just have never really noticed your area races, even though you have been in them. What's the line through here? Is it double through here and then just like double your way through? I'm assuming that's kind of what the line is. Oh, okay. That just disappears. Let me go out to pits and load everyone in. As people have joined. Clean up the old bike. Right, back to the finish line. Might as well just get some laps on the board. Apparently Jake has dropped not a burner, but like... I don't think I even crashed. I don't think I crashed on my laps. I don't know where he's getting that much time. See if we can get a little lock-in kind of lap. God, I really had to try and brake for that. Could barely get over that. Hello, Jamie. Oh, Jamie. I'm joking. Hello, Jamie. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so Jake hasn't dropped a burner. I guess my lap was just absolutely terrible. I was 3 seconds up there. I don't even think we're out of sector 1 then. They've slowed this bit down so you can't hop onto this. Brake. Oh, I thought I was going to get our legs. Let's find her up. I can either on the limo or on boggin. I will read that question in just a second, Quinn. I will read that question now, Quinn. The other questions, you went to the 507 spikes to make the FPS go higher. Let me get out of the track actually so someone doesn't hit me. Into 507 spikes to make the FPS go higher because it's run at 60, 70. The reason you sort of uncapped the frames rather than improved your frames. You haven't actually improved your frames, you've just uncapped them. So say if I was sat here, the max in the game by default is 166 FPS. So if you uncap it, you can be sat here on like I don't even know, 500 FPS. It's not actually making your frames better, you're just uncapping it. So in a testing, you'll be on a lot, like you'll be on really high frames, and as soon as you get in a lobby, it'll just go back to what it normally is. So you can't really increase your FPS without, you know, lowering your settings and doing everything like that. So your best bet is just trying to lower all your settings. If you've got like a NVIDIA graphics driver, then go into the NVIDIA control app and put your games to like high performance and stuff like that. It's kind of the best way to do it. Is Wardy not in the lobby? Wardy left to go on holiday this morning, so no, Wardy is not here. He has gone on Ollie Bob's. There's a glitch we admin in the game. I could always just restart the server afterwards if it comes to it. God, what is that one? I could always just restart it after this. I just, instead of admin it again, I'll just restart it if the, is the overjump thing, it should be on. Maybe it's just gone off because of the admin thing. Ugh, itchy nose. Yeah, you want the like anisotropic filter and all that off or low. That's sort of how like pixely the game is, if that makes sense. So the higher that, the more sharp the game looks. So lowering that would definitely help your FPS. It's not on. Ah, okay. I'll definitely I'll do it from the MyMXP server after this then. That way it should be on. You're going to Skeggy Butlins. I don't know what that is. Oh. Okay, Breezy. That's very, very interesting line there, my friend. I think it's probably best to just double that, I would have thought. I don't know whether it's best to double from the inside there or not. Or from the outside. Sick. Let me just double check if everyone's in, because I haven't seen anyone connect. No, everyone's in. Right, let's just race then. Sorry if everyone's on a burner, but you know the streamer rules. So does it say it's off? Yeah, it does. All right, so I'm gonna go to the Ollie's probably AFK, which is why he's jump started straight away. Yeah, I'll have to manually do it from the MyMXP server. So server disconnect, and then put it back up again. Then we can have the overjump thing on, because I would like to get a race or two with the overjump thing, just so I can practice it, get used to it a little bit. Right, let's go. Let's race. No, I'm not turning reset on. I refuse to race with that. How have I whole shotted? I literally stopped because someone went flying. Okay, I'll take the whole shot. And I see my starts are like this on Friday. I had 2 whole shots in a row, I think now. Hangtown and this. Didn't want the inside, but someone was behind me and it scared me. It's a little biggie. It's boy. Okay, probably just lagged a little bit and then continued. That's with the netcode thing does that a lot now, I think. Sort of lags in and out, it's weird. Oh, okay, just literally jumped off the track. Sick. Up to 3rd. Got to be careful with this line and this right here. Very easy, just go flying down this hill. Oh my, save it. Save it. Yeah, I know you saved it. God, I'm literally sideways on the blind side of a roller. Not where you want to be sideways. Okay, well. Oh. Sorry. I nowhere else to go. I was already committed to that line. I think he even tried to stop rejoining the track as well. Racing incident. He tried to rejoin while I was there. AMA says. Came on. Oh, hello. I might need to turn remote bike sounds up because I'm just looking behind me and all of a sudden there's someone on my ass. How am I not hearing them? I don't know how I don't hear their bikes. I need to turn them up a bit, I think. Yeah, okay. Welcome to a Breezy pass. And the worst part about that is Breezy probably, one, didn't mean to do that. And two, he would do that in an aerial race because it's Breezy. Doesn't matter if you're his teammate or not, it will still somehow manage to take you out. We make you gear and bikes and have you on a team, Breezy, and this is how you repay us. By taking us out. Ooh, I couldn't brake enough. Does the rear side out well since the last update? There's no traction changes or anything like that, so the game hasn't changed basically. So you shouldn't have any issues with the back end side now or anything. Maybe just try a 120 tyre, because I've actually gone to a 120 tyre since the update. Okay, bike, stop, please. So maybe just try a 120 tyre, might help you a little bit. Goodness. He's ruined my flow. Yeah, the game has actually changed. Turned off anti-aliasing and anisotropic, yeah. Yeah, turn them two down or off and it will help your FPS as well. Oh, oh. Of course, I'm backwards on ruts. The worst place to be crashed is in a corner with ruts. It takes you so long to get going again. I tell you what, the reason I don't do a lot of these national tracks is one, because not everyone has them because they're paid, and two, I forgot how hard it is to read chat and also ride a national track, which takes like full concentration. That's the thing with like the mods tracks, the easy mod tracks, is that they don't take much concentration to play at all. Like you can pretty much play them with just like being half asleep and daydreaming. But when it comes to these national tracks, you're trying to think of each little margin and body movement and throttle input that you want to do. Get how hard it is to not be locked in but try to go quicker on these tracks. We're about 23 seconds back, which is not good, considering that we won the last race. God, I just hit a massive kicker there. That was weird. That's them over there, I think. I'm way behind them. 9 seconds off of Breezy in front of me. Not a very good line there. To be fair, I think the tyres are pretty much the same on all the bikes, so they shouldn't... Traction shouldn't feel different depending on what bike you're on, really. gained about 2 seconds on Breezy, but I think that mistake's probably cost me them 2 seconds. See yellow flags, I think someone's down. I see a miles down. I'll be able to get miles here on the last lap, we'll see. I don't think we're close enough to really do anything here. Just use that to slow me down. Didn't mean to jump into that. First gear was not enough to get up and over that. Oh, we might have even got it by... Nah, we would have got it by cuts. Never mind, I could have got another second. Gosh darn, nearly managed to get miles at the end of that race. I think he, yeah, with that crash. Again, second fastest time, but boy, put an absolute burner down. Jesus. Broski put a steamer down. Right, once we're done here. I'll add a minute and I'll put the jumping off. The jumping thing on. Got Taunton. Come around the final corner here on the old Kutuma. Lovely jubbly, right, just MSBA'd and to go then. Oh, he's pinned it! Damn, we've got 33 people in here, but only 13 in the lobby. Come jump in, boys. Come get some practice. Come have some fun on the national tracks. Tell you what I can do is, by the time Mr. Aiden here has finished his race, I need to disconnect the server so I can put the crash thing on, because that, I think everyone wants that to be on. I'll give it like 10 more seconds, and then he should have crossed the line by then, I think. Give him a couple seconds just so I'm not ending it just before he finishes his race. Poor guy ends it before, right in the last corner or something. 3 seconds, 3. Unless he's crashed. I'm doing this as if he's made it through the last corner. Okay, he's typing. Alright, so I've disconnected then, boys. Let me put the crash on. Yeah, right, I need to go to the advanced over jump crash. Put all this on. What's round 4? Not round 4. Mount Morris. What's round 5? Why is round 5 not on the servers? Oh no, it is. We're not doing Southwick. Redbud it is. Right, Redbud. No point doing any Southwick. Got shoot. GG. Sorry, I forgot anyone's wearing the track. I suck. You're fine, Ricardo. See you in a bit, Ricardo. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good rest of your day. Actually, sorry, before people load into the server, I don't know why it's gone back to 42 people. Damn it. I don't want it on 42 people, because when we get max people, it is just framinly horrendous. Not even worth doing by that point. Right. We're doing Red, but we're not even going to bother doing Southwick. 1, it's a sand track, and 2, I don't like it. No point doing any sound practice for a hard pack race on Friday. While I wait for the sale to go up, let's change things up a little bit. Let's go for some white gloves. Boot change. What ones we got? Orange? Does orange go? I do quite like the orange, to be fair. Orange and white. These are like just bright pink. Fluo and black. Let's just run some fluorescent. I quite like that. I quite like that. I quite like it. I quite like it. Where's me server? Where's me server at? Server's not on, apparently. I literally clicked go, but sure. I'm not doing South Oak Brizzy. How do I get different riding styles? Mods, I think. Is that what? Because I've got it on MX Pro, but I changed it from motocross. I really know what the difference is. I'm pretty sure it changes like some animation stuff, as in like how your body position is and that, but I don't know to what. And I've noticed that sometimes when going around a corner, it looks like my foot isn't out like you would be if you're in a corner, like sat down in a corner. So I'll put it back to what it was and it might feel better. Okay, right, server's up. So on a reboot. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Don't forget to like and subscribe, peeps. Muchly appreciate. Password is MX, lowercase. Do 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 do. Oh, relax for a moment while we're loading to the server. Do 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 do. We've got 10-minute practice, and then we'll go straight to race. Yeah, password is down here on the above the controller. Hey, change the loading screen. If you've got Photoshop, save the picture that you want as a TGA, and then go to the UI folder, which you might have to make. So where the game's downloaded. Thank you, Jonathan, for subscribing. So wherever your game's downloaded, so like Steam Apps, Common, MX Bikes, UI folder, and then save it as a TGA called BKGRND. So it's background, but it's like abbreviated. It's like BKGRND. Is there any paid checks we're running on? For the most, yes, today will be, just because we're doing a bit of practice for Friday's aerial race. 9 times out of 10, I just do normal pub lobbies, like the free tracks, normal mods tracks. We'll just go through them. But 1, not really any free tracks that I fancy playing. And 2, I didn't race Parlour because of the holiday. So I'm using today's stream as practice for Friday, which is technically my round 1, even though it's round 2. So today we're doing paid tracks only on the national tracks, but 99% of the time I'm doing the free mods tracks. What graphics and CPU is the best for MX Bikes? Well, realistically, on paper, it's just whatever. Well, for the best of MX Bikes, you could just say is the best graphics cards you can get, like a 5070 or whatever it is. But I've got a 3050, and it's like 90% of the time it's good. Obviously, the game isn't like optimized like crazy. I know people that have better graphics cards than what I've got, and they still struggle with FPS on some tracks. So I think the game isn't greatly optimized. I think even if you had like the best PC in the world, you'd probably still get FPS drops and some issues and stuff like that, just because I think that's just how the game is. Now, this Red Bud track is a track that I know is played a lot. There's always servers up on this Red Bud track. I don't know if it's just because the Americans love Red Bud or what. Who's this making a new Krakenberg? Gosh. I don't actually know what his name is. So, yeah, I can't help you there, George, I'm afraid. I actually don't know what his name is. I'm very interested to see what it will be like, though. You best believe Linz will be streaming on the day that it comes out doing it. It'll be funny, by the way, that I'll probably end up playing or finishing the new Krakenberg before I finish the current Krakenberg. Because the current Krakenberg, I, one, never do it. I don't always do it when Lynn does it. Two, I always just do the like ride along one where Lynn sort of rides with everyone else because I find that a bit more enjoyable than trying to like hot lap it. And my game always crashes. And then when I do try to go for a lap on it in Lynn's stream, my game crashes anyway. So I don't think I've actually done a full run of Krakenberg, maybe ever. If I did ever do it, it would be years ago to the point where I can't remember that I've done it. Nowhere in my mind have I actually had a lap time around Krakenberg. Hey, thanks for the videos, they help me out a lot. No worries, Sam. I do appreciate them words. Try to help out as much as I can with the tips videos and even just like the coach clips videos I do. Like, not only do they help the people that send the clips in, but if someone else is having the same problem or same issue, then hopefully I do address it and help them in that video as well. So I try my best. I feel like I try to use my knowledge of the game and, you know, skill in the game, I guess you could say, to help other people as well. I'm not a guy that tries to gatekeep everything that I possibly do. That comes with a coaching side as well. Like, I'll happily sit there and tell you every single little thing that I know about this game to help you get better at it. So I'm glad that they do help, and I hope other people as well are helped by some of my videos. You've probably done 10 full laps now. I just don't do it enough to really do it. Like, even when Linz does it on his stream, like his donator-thon, where he'll go like 2.5 weeks or something, I genuinely will do like 1 to 2 Krakenbergs, and he'll do like 15 or 16 runs in that stream. So I just don't really enjoy it. I feel like just riding around for an hour on 30 FPS, I just don't really enjoy it much. Oh, Luckin, welcome to the stream. Maybe your bun's at Enduro. I'll have you know, I am an Enduro champion. And I also done an Enduro race yesterday and won by 2 minutes with the fastest lap of 22 seconds. So, screw you, George. That video comes out on Friday, so look forward to that. Don't blame the FPS easy on 15. I'm not blaming the FPS like if I was struggling to get a lap time. I'm saying I don't enjoy riding on low FPS, so I just don't ever bother doing it. I feel like it's so much strain on the PC, I don't even like to do it. Maybe if the new Krakenberg is like better FPS and optimized really well, then I wouldn't have any issues riding it. In a testing, it's probably alright, but I only ever do it in a Linz full lobby, and I don't really care for doing a lap timing at testing. They could do it on over 100, it's 10 times better. Exactly. Any game is more enjoyable on higher FPS. No one likes to play a game on really, really low FPS. I will say, just in this, what, like hour and a half, hour 40 that we've been going for now, I'm feeling much better on the game than the last, like, 3 days. I've not felt myself in the last 3 days of playing this game. I've felt absolutely atrocious. I've been changing setups, I've been changing settings. I've been feeling absolutely horrible in this game, but I will say, just putting a bit of time in today and just doing some of these races with you a lot, I do feel a bit more comfortable in the game, which is exactly why I wanted this stream to be, is just to try and feel a bit more comfortable back on the game again. I think honestly just having 6 days off the game just screwed me, and I don't know why. Normally I can take like 3 or 4 days off the game and be absolutely fine. But then again, I don't really take more than like 2 or 3 days off the game, just purely because of videos, like stream and videos and aerial racing and stuff like that. Very, very rarely am I taking more than like 3 days off the game. So I think just 6 days of not even touching the game or really thinking about the game, I think my mind just sort of tried to forget about bikes, and it's just totally, I think I had to really warm the muscle memory brain back up again. But I'm definitely feeling a lot better now, which is nice. Sucks up on the hills and stuff is awful. I mean, you can always go to the SPX Discord if you're not in it, and there is free base setups, which will be better than a stock setup. I've used, normally if I'm on like a random bike, say for example, I hop on the KX 450, I just throw on SPX base setup, and that'll do. That works absolutely fine for me. So go grab yourself a base setup, and trust me, it's a lot better than just like default. Not as good as these paid pro suspension though, am I right, guys? Not as good as these bad boy setups. These setups are impossible to crash. But to the task manager thing to set the priority to high. I don't actually know if bike lets you do that. Pretty sure I remember bike saying that you can't actually, like, you get like an error if you try to do it. Normally I go to graphics settings, and go settings and go to graphics settings on your PC, like PC graphics settings, and you can actually put games to high performance. So if you haven't done that, go to graphics settings in your settings, and then select MX Bikes and put it to high performance as well. So that way you've got NVIDIA on high performance, and you've also got your PC settings on high performance to prioritize this game over anything else. See ya. Yep, got legs off. Will a 159 call you for abs? What, in this? I have no idea what a time would be around here. I mean, you can go to records and you can have somewhat of an idea. So I have no idea if I even have a time on here. 150, apparently this is my fastest app, I think. Although it didn't come with PB. So I take it I've got a top 25 that time. Probably from when we raced it, I would have thought. I don't know. I don't actually know. But probably not, I would say. But this track is very, like, old. Not old, but it's almost like almost a year old or so. Looks like Jake's just put a good lap time down. How was my enduro race last night? It was fun. It was nice and chill. It was quite fun. I literally was just watching a YouTube video, like watching a Billy Bolt video, and then I saw the SWMX ping, and I thought, you know what, I'll sign up for it. It was actually full, and then I messaged JMX and he let me sign up. So WJMX, W YouTube privilege. But yeah, it was nice to just get in. I didn't have a video either, so I was like, you know what, I could just record it and get a video out of it. So it was fun. It was nice to just get an enduro racing for no reason. Just a fun enduro race. I don't know if I'll do any other rounds, we'll see. Just sort of depends on the track, really. Do you think I could fit a Sark in your car? 20% of most of my bikes and getting one. Or how big's the car? You could probably get it in your car if you took the wheels off it. Depends what car you've got though. But if you maybe laid the seats down and took the wheels off it, you probably could get a Sark in your car. You haven't got to worry about petrol leaking or oil leaking or whatever, have you? It's not got any. Your internet crashed. Yeah, I saw you say your internet crashed in the chat. Where were you when your internet crashed? Are you doing well or not really? Got a golfer say so maybe with wheels off? Yeah, I'm sure you could get a Varg in there with the wheels off. What mountain bikes you want to change? I'm actually kind of going the other way. I'm actually getting rid of my motocross bike to get a mountain bike. I don't ride enough to warrant keeping it, if I'm being completely honest. I haven't ridden a motocross bike in just under a year, or just over a year maybe. And then especially with my dad having van issues, aka his van burned to the ground. So we don't have a van at the minute to go anywhere riding. So haven't ridden in a year, don't have a van to take the bikes anywhere anymore. So kind of in that spot of, is it even worth really keeping the bike? Because I feel like it's so much easier to ride. It's easier to just go and ride a mountain bike than it is to just go and ride motocross. It's also a lot cheaper to go and ride a mountain bike. So I'm kind of going towards the mountain bike route, I think, where I might end up getting rid of 250. Because obviously me and Jake have a 250 each. We both have a Husky 250. And the plan may be to get rid of one bike, buy 2 mountain bikes with that. So a mountain bike for me and a mountain bike for Jake. And then have my dad's bike, which is a 350 Husky. And then if we do go riding, very rarely do all 3 of us ride. So it'd be me or Jake on our dad's 350, and then one of us on the 250. Kind of flicking between, maybe doing something like that. PLA Extreme Enduro, Lighthouse Enduro top 20 only. Madagascar, oh, I don't have Madagascar anyway, so I won't do that round. Res 1 equals qualify for Erzberg, which I probably won't even do Erzberg, because as I was saying, I don't really enjoy it. So maybe I'll do next week on the PLA track, and then I have Lighthouse as well, so maybe I'll do that. I'm pretty sure them 2 are paid tracks anyway, aren't they? And I don't have Madagascar, so I wouldn't bother doing Madagascar. Yeah, maybe I'll do like 1 or 2 more of the enduro runs, but yeah, not too worried about doing every round. Our van burned down last year. We're going to Lommel. Now you got a trailer. Yeah, we want to get another van because we've got like the Sprinter converted van with like the beds and the oven and the garage and all that. It was one of them vans, so we kind of really want to get one of them again just because they're so handy and so useful to have. Even if we just go watch motocross for the weekend, you've basically got a house for the weekend. Like you've got a kitchen, you've got a bathroom, you've got 2 beds, you've got a garage. Like it's just sort of a, you know, portable house at that point. Even just going to watch motocross for the day, like just turn up with some bacon and eggs and, you know, bacon and egg for breakfast and stuff at motocross. Like it was just very, very handy to have, especially with just how expensive everything at motocross is now, where it's like 17 quid for a burger. It was just so handy to make your own breakfast, have your own oven, have your own everything. Password is MX, but we're going to be starting the race in probably about 5 minutes, if that. So we've got a few minutes to get in here. I'm starting the race, I think, at probably like 12 minutes, so you've probably got like 2 minutes or so to get in there. And then we're going to get a race, because I don't want to be waiting on this track for too long. What happened to your dad's van? He was charging it, the battery he was charging it with caught on fire and burnt the whole van down. Long story short, basically. But it was a Temu charger that he bought, I think, so it probably wasn't the best, but... Ribbon! See, I'm going to start the race at 12 minutes, so everyone's got about a minute and a bit to get in there, and then we're racing. Was it winter at the time? No, it was the start of the year. It was like March, I think. So only a few months ago. Did insurance not cover it? Insurance did cover a bit of it, but not all of it. Wasn't as much as what you thought you'd get for it, basically. Am I going to get MTG? Yes, for a content side of it, basically. So yes, to make videos and streams, and then depending on how good the game is, then we'll see whether we fully convert from bikes to MTG. Depends what the channel's like when MTG comes out, whether MTG does really, really well, or if no one wants MTG and everyone wants bikes again. Like, I'm sort of more trying to go around the content side of things, I think. But I am looking forward to just having a new motocross game to make content on, because all I can do is own its bikes, basically. Yeah, sorry Jake, we're starting in 10 seconds. Because I put it to 10 minutes when I was adminning it. But the main server is half an hour, I think, yeah. So we have been in there for a lot longer than what I thought we'd be. Everyone's in. We're racing. Sorry if you didn't get in. You can join on the next course. Do you all huddle around it and roast marshmallows? Well, I wasn't there at the time. Because I don't live with my dad. So he basically just rang us in the morning and was like, by the way, we don't have a van anymore. Can't write down that. When we do an AJP, DTS, and Club Mets Element ride day? Never. Because by the time we do that, I probably don't have a bike anymore. What bike parks am I close to? I'm not really close to loads, but you've got like Phoenix Bike Park, which is quite close. Chicksands is quite far, but it's one that I'd probably end up going to quite a few times. So I don't have any that are like 10 minutes up the road, but there's quite a few more, and they're a bit more local than some motocross tracks. Get off me! Get off me! I literally had nowhere to go there. Or it was just locked onto my bars. Anything within 30 minutes is close. Yeah, probably like Phoenix Bike Park and stuff like that. I want to go Twisted Oaks, which I don't think is too far from me. I think that's like probably close to an hour away from me. I'd like to go to Twisted Oaks. But the thing is, the mountain bike they did have, it wasn't a good mountain bike, bearing in mind. That the reason I'm getting a new mountain bike is because that one that I currently have is absolutely terrible. But that was actually in the van when it was on fire. So it's currently in my dad's garden and it's just covered in like black soot. So I don't think I'm going to be riding that anytime soon. Chicksands is good? Yeah, I've been Chicksands like 4 or 5 times, I think. But I haven't been there in years. Just, like I said, I just don't have a mountain bike to do it. So I want to get rid of my motocross bike to get a decent mountain bike. Like full suspension, because I've got a hardtail at the minute. And I want to get a full suspension. But the thing is, I'm sort of mixed between what bike, because Jake wants to get more of a downhill bike and I want to get more of a full suspension but a jump bike. I prefer doing jumps and Jake prefers doing downhill. So, I mean, you can do both on a mountain bike realistically. But kind of battle Jake, but also need to want to look at the chat. I used to drive an hour and 30 minutes to the closest track every 2 weeks. Yeah. Yeah, lucky for me I have a few motocross tracks as well that are quite local to me. Get an e-bike? We've thought about it. We have thought about getting e-bikes. If we can get one for a decent price, then absolutely we'll get an e-bike. Are they not super heavy when you're trying to jump them? Like, do they not feel heavier because they've got a little motor on them, or do you not really notice it too much if you have an e-bike? All the motor tracks you ride are about an hour away. Ooh. I feel like I'm holding Jake up here because I'm looking over at the chat. I'm just going to sort of let him by, really. Let him go, try and catch Breezy. I don't want to just be really slow while I read the chat. You have a load and you don't ride motocross. Fair enough. I feel like America, you have like either a track that's 2 minutes away from you, or you drive like 9 hours to get to a track. You can do all of that on an enduro mountain bike. Get a trials bike. I would like to ride a trials bike because my dad used to have one, but he didn't have it long enough for us to actually really take him. He went out on it a few times on his own, just to, like the forest and a few like trial spaces around him. But yeah, he didn't have it long enough to the point where me and Jake actually rode it ever. I think he only had it for like 3 months, took it out 2 or 3 times, and then sold it again. But maybe end up getting a trials bike at some point. But I'd like to get a mountain bike first. A trials would just be a fun thing. I'm not gonna like buy a trials bike over a mountain bike to go trials loads. Like it'd be one of those things that I'd ride probably once or twice and go, oh, that's quite fun. Anyway, back to mountain biking. Don't know, it's all because the weight is in the middle. Yeah, true. I wasn't sure if like sending some whips or something. Not that I'd be throwing any dirty whips or anything, but little whips. I suppose it's more by your feet in that, really, isn't it? You're sort of moving the bike around from there. You probably don't notice it too much. Oh, wonderful. I was reading the chat. Sorry. That's what I didn't want to do to Jake, is read the chat and get in someone's way. It's fine. It's not an element, rather. Also, Motor 101, Ashby. Oh, you're all up like that kind of way. Motor 101 is the last time I rode. Last time I rode a motocross bike was at Motor 101. I haven't ridden since then. They're redoing the layout again, aren't they? Last time I rode was like a couple months or so after they did. Oh no, the first time I rode it, I think, was a couple months after they did the new layout. So I've ridden like twice since the Motor 101 was updated the first time. I'm pretty sure they're changing it again already. Oh, my front end. You'd have to do it snapped. Never finished rebuilding them. Damn. Hardtail's a lot of fun, I can't lie. Yeah, I've kind of always had hardtail as well. When I was like 8, I had a full suspension bike, but it wasn't exactly a good one. And then I went to a hardtail. But yeah, I'd like to get just a full suspension bike. I'm more comfortable on a mountain bike than I am on a motorcycle bike, just because I've ridden a mountain bike since I was 2 years old, or you know, I've ridden a push bike since I was 2 years old. I literally have pictures of me doing dirt jumps at 2.5 years old. I've always ridden mountain bikes, but yeah, motocross I got my first motocross bike at like 15 or 16 or something like that, I think. Yeah, we never really rode it a crazy amount. I'd ride like 4 times a year, 5 times a year, if that. Did that for like 5 or 6 years. But I've always just liked mountain biking. Like, I did a lot of the dirt jump stuff, and then went to the more wheelie side of things. I was a little wheelie merchant where I'd literally go around my village with like 5 or 6 mates, and we'd all just do wheelies around. Like, I literally put road tires on my hardtail bike, and I just turned into a full-on wheelie merchant, like learning like the 360 wheelie spins, the foot plant 360 wheelie spins. What was it, like one-handed wheelies? Tried to dabble in some hand drag wheelies. I just turned into an ultra wheelie merchant. But I'd like to get into the more jump side of things again. You'll always know how to wheelie. Like, I haven't ridden a mountain bike in probably a good like 6 months, but I feel like if I literally just got back on a mountain bike, I'd happily like wheelie to the shop. I don't think you really start riding a bike, really, innit? I don't think you ever really lose how to wheelie. Track at SS Work because outdoor is Hawks. Yeah, I don't really know what my local like supercross track is. Hello Marco, my lovely only tier 3 member. Welcome to the stream. And hello Strider. Welcome to the stream. My W Gear Go. Never tried to learn wheelies. Oh, let me go over this double first before I absolutely want my beans. This is the final lap. We are still in P3. I thought Miles was ahead of me. What happened to Miles? Where did Miles go? Oh, I'm P2. Okay. I have no idea how I got P2. I've literally just been yapping to you at that race. This bounce shit is so bad. Yeah, me and Jake have barely done any of this bounce practice. That sounds very, very bad. I mean, me and Jake have barely ridden with this overjump crash thing. You never try to learn wheelies, but can do it for a good few minutes at a time. Yeah, that was like my main thing. Like, I'd literally go out for like 4 hours at a time, just wheeling around the whole village and just learning like actual wheelie tricks. Like I said, put road tires and everything, like not like your mountain bike tread tires. Like, they're pretty much road tires with more grip on the sides, so you can like do swerves. Also loved swerving in wheelies. See a car, swerve. How's vacations? Yes, holiday was very fun. It was nice and relaxing, nice and chill. But we're back here again, back playing MX because... right, we probably end up doing one more track, I think. Still got quite a few people waiting to finish. But yeah, I'm probably going to do one more track. I don't even know. What comes after Red Bud? What is round 7? I'll have to have a look. But yeah, we'll probably do one more. So if you guys do want to jump, I'm not going to bother with Millville. Just again, it's a lot of sand, and I'm trying to avoid all sand at this point, just because I'm trying to just get used to hard pack for Hangtown. So we're going to do Washougal, because a lot of people ask for Washougal, but this is going to be a pain in the bumhole with this overjump crash. So it's going to be interesting. The person that ran into you, yeah, I know, Miles. I was reading the chat and you just land on me. If you've got low spots on mountain bike, best place to learn and improve jumping. Yeah, I've always just done a lot of jumping stuff, but I need a better bike to do it now. Really, get your coaching now. Trust. Yeah, do what Marco said. I coached Marco today, so W Marco. Yes, everyone get your sessions in now. We're still waiting on people to finish. Do people want to do, as someone just asked, where am I going? Admin. Do people want to do Washougal or Unadilla? What would you guys rather do? You reckon you hop on a motorbike and learn to ride in a few hours? Seeing as, well, I kind of thought the same thing as well, George. I can't lie. Bearing in mind, I was fine on motocross bike. Like, I'm not shit, but I'm not good by any means. So I basically, it was so different. You really had to get used to it. The first time I tried to jump a motocross bike, I was treating it like a mountain bike, and I was like pulling up and trying to bum whip it and stuff like you would in a mountain bike. But it's completely different. Yeah, it's a lot of jumping is throttle on a motocross bike compared to a mountain bike where you're like just yanking the bars up to pull the front end up and stuff. That was the biggest difference for me. Like the speed was fine and stuff, like being wide open and flat out around corners and stuff was kind of fine on motocross bike. But the hardest thing to learn was jumps, I think, just because it was so different to what a mountain bike is. Okay, I think a lot of people are saying Mushugal. I think everyone's finished. I do apologize if you are still going, but sorry, I go now. Like I said, this will be the last one of the night. So if you are wanting to jump in now. Actually, full wins into sleep after coaching. You were so tired. It's all that hard work we put into that coaching session. I had to get a quick nap, you know. You were told jumping is the main thing you need to learn. Bike control, I think it'll be fun. Yeah, you're not going to be like wobbly on the bike and you can't go forwards. Oh my god, what does this do? You'll be absolutely fine on all that, especially on a Varg. I think you'll probably pick it up easier on a Varg than an actual motocross bike. Because obviously you got to learn how the clutch works. And I knew how the clutch works. Obviously, I've grown up watching motocross. I pretty much knew how to do it. It was just like a learning of how to do it. Obviously, you pick it up quite quick. But it's just a matter of all that. And you sort of figure all that out. But if you're on a Varg, you haven't even got to really worry about gears or shifting or clutch or anything. A Varg is probably the closest thing to a mountain bike that you'll get as a motocross bike. So I honestly think you'll feel fine on the Varg. It was just a matter of jumping that you'll probably take a little bit to get used to, just because it is completely different. That's like the main thing that I noticed was completely different to a mountain bike was jumping. Everything else you do pick up pretty quick because, you know, you have the bike control and the balance and everything from riding mountain bikes so much. You didn't get last. Big W. Making the moves, making big money moves. No more P last guy over here. P second to last kind of guy over here. I'm joking. Varg's a bit easy to ride. I'd like to ride one just to see how different it is to an actual motocross bike. Just to see if it feels more like a mountain bike than a motocross bike, or if it feels more like a motocross bike than a mountain bike. Because in my mind, I've thought about, obviously I can't afford a fucking Varg, no chance, not 10 grand out of pocket. But if I was to ever get another motocross bike, I'd like to try and get a Varg just because I feel like it would be easier to ride. But yeah, that's like not happening anytime soon. So I'm not gonna really worry about it anyway. Just choked on oxygen. How much is coaching? Coaching is £30 for an hour or £15 for 30 minutes. So you can either do a full hour, or if you've only got 30 minutes to spare, or if you only want the 30 minutes and then maybe the next one be an hour, you can do a 30-minute session as well, which is half the price, obviously, £15, and then translate that obviously to whatever your currency is. That's why I think in Varg. Oh, let me get out of Jake's way. That's why I think in Varg is easy to maintain and won't need to learn too much. You've ridden the Seron, that was weird to jump. Absolutely shoot yourself if you tried to jump around 10 foot. Yeah. So that's what I mean. I feel like you'd feel absolutely fine on a Varg. It's probably the easiest motocross bike to learn. Especially with loads of hours you put on mountain bikes, it'll probably be the best one to learn on. But yeah, I think the main thing that's completely different is just jumps. It's just such a heavier bike, and you do it with the throttle more than, you know, pedaling and pulling the bike around because it's really light. Yeah, Quinn, so it's £30 for an hour or £15 for 30 minutes. Depends on how much time you've got spare, or if you're just wanting 15 minutes to see what the coaching's like and then do a 1 hour, or if you just want a 30-minute coaching session, either or. So 1 hour or 30 minutes, £30 for an hour, 15. In USA money, I think it's 40 USD for an hour and 20 USD for 30 minutes. I think that's what it is. If you're in my Discord, if you go to the coaching channel that I have in my Discord, it tells you the pounds price and the dollar price. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 40 for an hour and 20 for 15 minutes. So depending on how much you're wanting to spend, how much time you've got, how much time you want to spend in a coaching session, it's all totally up to you, really. You have to get a second-hand one because no one has a spare 10k in this economy. Exactly. I honestly feel like a second-hand Varg is not too bad. Realistically, as long as the battery isn't like burned to shreds, it really should be fine. It's not like you've really got to worry about, like, obviously there is like gears technically, like in the motor and all that, but with a motocross bike, there's a lot more to like think about when buying a second-hand bike. But yeah, I feel like a second-hand Varg shouldn't be too much of a pain in the ass to get a decent condition one that's second-hand. Oh, game froze when someone joined. If the battery is all good, then it should be fine. Yeah, exactly. But there's so much you can do on the Varg, like the speed, the brake horsepower, the regenerative braking, all that. There's so much you can do to personalize it and make yourself comfy on it. But again, that's why the price is so high, just because of how much you can do with it. Do I update those prices with inflation between GBP, USD, and euros? Oh, sorry, Breezy. Breezy probably just done that to me, and yeah. So I actually updated it today. I actually updated the dollar ratio for that, yes. But very, very rarely. That's the first time I've updated it in about a year. But I looked at it and I was like, what is the conversion rate now? And the USD has actually gone up a little bit. So you guys are actually paying like, I don't even know, I think it was like 15 cents or something more than what you were before. So you got a second-hand e-bike and that's been fine so far. That's 1.5k miles. Yeah, I feel like e-bikes, they're not too bad to get second-hand without rear brake. Damn. Do you see that Eddie Carson finished Esberg on the Varg? I saw an Instagram clip of him finishing the line, like finishing across the line on the Varg. Yes. I'm starting the race for everyone that's in here at 20 minutes. So 4 minutes I'm starting the race. But yeah, I think that's quite cool to see the Varg. I'm very interested to see how he finished it, if that makes sense. He got 9th, I think, didn't he, in the end? But yeah, I'm very interested to see what the battery was like. Did he do like any bike swap or anything like that? I don't know what the rules are on that, whether you can bike swap or not. I don't know, but did he finish the whole Erzberg on that one charge? Was he not like having to poodle it towards the end to save it? Did he have to have like max regenerative brake and stuff on it to finish it? So I'm very interested to see how he had it all like set up for it. Because I know people that have ridden Vargs for like 25-minute races and stuff like that. And there's a few people in the British that are riding Saab Vargs this year. And they're like struggling towards the end of the race. So I'm very interested to see how he finished Erzberg on it. Is the 231 per 100 hours good? I mean, it's fine. Like, I wouldn't stress too much about lap times at 100 and something hours. Wasn't it 2 batteries? Yeah, well, surely he's done like a battery swap or maybe a bike swap. Like I said, I don't know what the rules are on bike swapping, I don't know if you can, but did he not do like a battery swap? Maybe there's no way he's done a full Erzberg on one battery on one charge. Unless they've just got, because I know they have like an enduro battery and stuff. Like I know they've got like the enduro Starbuck, but there's no way it has enough to do a full Erzberg, especially with some of the hills and stuff. Like that is using a lot of power. You need a lot of like battery power. Battery change. Right. Okay. Yeah. So 2 batteries to finish it. See, that's the thing though, you can do that on Erzberg, but when it comes to like a 35-minute Pro National, like you can't go and change the engine halfway through the race. Or change the battery, I should say. So I really don't see them being in any Pro Nationals for another few years until they have a battery that can go flat out for 35 minutes in like really hot temperature. It's not just going to overheat after 20 minutes or something. Like, not that he ever will, but if you put Hayden Deegan on a start Varg, I guarantee you that thing lasts about half an hour, if that, 20 minutes. Like, I just don't see a pro being able to do 35 minutes on a Varg anytime soon. I'm not saying never. I generally feel like you will have Vargs in the next 5 to 10 years, but not yet, I don't think. They're running more in eco mode, should it have a massive amount of power? You don't need full 80 horsepower. No, I generally feel like if you had it in like 250, 350 mode, that'd be your best bet around Erzberg. You'll know this, Rockwood or Dookie. Did Johnny Walker do it on the 450 Triumph, or did he go back down to the 250 for it? Because I know some people would want the 450 for the power, but then some people would want the 250 for the weight ratio and stuff like that, so... Oh, he went back to 250. Okay, yeah, makes sense. I wasn't sure if he'd do it for the 450 power, but then it's also a lot heavier, or the 250 for, you know, the lighter, more slower technical areas. 250 would be better in that situation. Yeah, I haven't really watched any of it, if I'm being completely honest. I don't watch Enduro as much as I enjoy Enduro. Like, it's fun to just hop on and do Enduro in this game, or it's just fun to watch it every now and then. I never really watch Enduro, ever. Only time I've ever watched any Enduro live is the Super Enduro. That's the only, like, any Enduro I've watched live, like, watched the whole time, is the Super Enduro. Sid broke his radiator, so he's out of Chapel 9. Damn. Oh, you watch Erzberg? Yeah, I don't watch any of the normal, just like hard enduro ones. Like, even if it's just like the normal championship, I don't even watch any of that. I feel like for the big events, it's understandable. Right, if we've got... No, we're just waiting for Pickle. So as soon as Pickle's in, we're going to race. And Lost Harvest, yeah, I did see that he chipped his tooth. Someone roosted him. How did the... Is it the Brightmoor brothers? I know them two were in it, weren't they? How did they get on? Enjoy watching Ash and Mitch because they're riding mountain bikes with them. Yeah, fair enough. Right, we're literally waiting for Pickle. As soon as Pickle is in, we are beginning. Right, let's go. Final race at night then, boys. Here it says I've been live for 2 hours, but obviously we had that whole like 15-minute kerfuffle. So we've been live for like 2 and a bit. Didn't Mitch get P5 and Ash was top 10. I mean, top 10 either way is good to Erzberg. Got Mr. Jake next to me. Mission for a bit further, P5, Ashton P9. Okay. Feel good about that time? I mean, if you feel good about it, you feel good about it. Just finishes it. Yeah, I think, didn't they say there was only like 15? I can't remember how many they said, like 15 finish or something out of however many people started it. Oh, of course, I get nudged into a SpongeBob. Yeah, like, even just finishing the race is an accomplishment in itself. Like, it doesn't matter where you come in it. If you finish it, you finish it. Ah, yeah, 14. 14 out of 500. Which is nuts if you think about it. Oh, Tolton. I don't know where he's going. Where are you going? Where are we going? How have you gone from far left to far right and taken me down with you? I am dead last. Sick. Oh my god, that guy is all over the place. Jesus Christ. So we can get around the outside of this guy. Gotta be careful here. Oh, lads, we can go a bit more than that. Oh, Jesus. So you can jump a little bit further than that. Haven't seen 2015 Erzberg? No. Nope. The back of Marco now. Big on Marco. Coached him this morning, so I'm expecting big things from him. Looks like we have to work on some ruck practice next time. Did I? Oh, I think he got legs off there. I don't think I took him out. Let's get to his ruck before he gets up. Watch it please, you understand afterwards. I will try to if I remember. Where am I going? 2 seconds of cutscene coming. 4. Never mind. I guess skipping rollers gives you a lurkins. I'm 17 seconds off. That's not right, sure. He's either cut the track or the HUD hasn't updated. There's no way I'm 17 seconds or leader. Bro's got some sneaky cut line. I mean, this is what I was saying about them being on ranked. People just figure out anything when they're on ranked. People will do anything for a ranked race. God, was just going towards that SpongeBob the whole time. So you got legs off. Oh, that was Jake. I think Jake likes Washuga with the legs off, it seems. Check my DMs after this. I can check them after stream. This is the last race anyway, so we're done after this. Try to launch everything as far as normally would, and then try to land on the rear wheel when you can as well. Broden Charlie's balance. Yeah, I said before, I said Bushu was going to be very interesting with this. I'm very interested to see how he does it this year. He's definitely going to have to try and tame like the rollers down, so you can't send them far. Like you have to be sent forwards rather than up. I feel like this one here sends you up, especially that big hill drop down as well. I don't know how he's going to make that. It's definitely going to be interesting to see how he does with you, just with all the drops and stuff. It's definitely one of the worst tracks to have the jump thing on. But I'm more just trying to like practice how much you can launch stuff and how much to overjump stuff. Was that last year that no one finished? It's got finished. Yeah, wasn't there a year where like 5 finished or something like that? So making it worse for MTG. Just played these games before. William, this is the final race of the stream, I'm afraid. So you probably won't be able to get into a race. MTG better have some good enduro. My thoughts on the enduro at MTG is that you're not going to get any for bumps. I think the game will come out with a bit of motocross, maybe a supercross track. But you're not going to get any enduro, I don't think, till maybe a few months after the game release. Not been any improvements in this game since 2024. It was 2015, was it, where they had like 5 finishes? Going on to the back of P3, piece of Well, I was going to say, maybe a podium, but got a lot of work to do now. The thing is, I'm not too worried about where I finish in these races. I'm more just trying to get the feeling back of riding good. These tracks are so oversaturated, like, it doesn't matter, like, how good you actually are at this game, realistically. It's just whoever's spending the most time on these tracks. And with them being in ranked, a lot of people like have absolutely grinded them. So I'm not too worried about where I finish in these races. I'll probably end up finishing like 35 seconds behind the guy in the lead, which I actually know who that is. But I'm just trying to get the feeling of the game back. Has there been one when no one's finished? I feel like if no one ever finishes, you've got to look at yourself, whoever made the layout of the track. that year. I feel like might have to make some changes. Hello Rufio, welcome to the stream. Why is it been sliding? Maybe a controlled slide, but I'm not noticing any lack of traction. I'm actually on a 120 tyre, so I should have as much traction as I can get, really. Back comes to Marco, who we are lapping now. Marco, it's me! It's me! No! I don't even know if he knew I was behind him until then. Is this final lap? This is the final lap, okay. I think we're in P3 right now. Yeah, Wes is retired with about 4 corners to go. Interesting. You're in love with the overjump. Marco again? Yeah. I thought I saw Marco. P3. Again, not too worried about where I'm getting. I'm more just trying to focus on how I'm feeling. And I feel fine. I feel fine, which is good, because I felt nothing but crap on this game since I come back from holiday. And I will say, this is generally the first few races I've done in these public lobbies where I've actually felt a bit like myself again, where I can actually push and make it for a rut. Generally, I was crashing like 3 or 4 times a lap. The minute I tried to put a lap down, like a hot lap, I just crashed like 2 corners into the lap. Like, I've never felt like I've struggled as much as I did on the first few days coming back after holiday. So I don't know what was wrong, but I've changed a couple of things around, like settings wise. I've also changed to a different setup and just played a little bit today. It's definitely made me feel a bit more in control of the bike again, which is nice. Probably just controlled side. Sometimes if you slide the back end round, you actually can corner quicker because you come out of it a bit straighter. So you can kind of use this slide to your advantage sometimes. Need training for overjump. Book another session and we'll get an overjump session in, because I'll have to learn it with you. We'll do a joint coaching session where the coach also tries to get used to it. That's what we'll do, because I need to practice with it as well and get used to how far you can actually send stuff. But I think if you just land on the rear wheel, you should be somewhat okay, but it is definitely quite awkward. But yeah, we'll leave it there for today, boys. I think we went for about 2.5 hours or so, which is nice to get back in the stream again. Nice to see everyone again. Thank you everyone that did race, stop by if you just chatted for a little bit. And yeah, I will see you all most likely next week. Next stream will be Tuesday again, I would have thought. And yeah, I will see you all next Tuesday in the next stream. See you guys in a bit. Again, thank you everyone that stopped by, even if you just chatted for a little bit. It's always muchly appreciated. And yeah, thank you all the members. Thank you everyone that is a member. I really do appreciate it. It's obviously helps me out a lot. So thank you everyone, and I'll see you all in the next stream.